A few years ago, I gave an update on not wanting to share friend mail and happy mail on this channel. I'm not sure if I explained it in a way that you understood. So to reiterate, although technology is wonderful and it has connected us in a certain way, but it also has disconnected us in another way. Because before there was social media, there was any videos, before there was any cameras on the phone, before, we are what we are today, when we would make something or buy something to gift it to a family member or a friend or a neighbor, that was sacred to me. It was a spiritual heart to heart exchange or gifting to someone. And there was something authentic about that. There was something very natural and authentic about that I feel has lost part of its authenticity, plastering it all over social media. And that's what I was feeling a few years ago, but I didn't know how to quite express it until now. I will still share some happy mail, not all the time, not always, but I will still share some. But just to let you know that I'm not a fan of plastering what is an exchange of spiritual heart connection when somebody is giving me something or when I'm gifting something to someone else. It's up to them if they want to share it or not. I will share what I'm going to send out to someone, and maybe not all the time either. But I want to keep the authenticity that we had, that I feel like it's losing some of its meaning and how it truly felt. I'm going to share this wonderful and beautiful happy mail that I received, I believe it was in the beginning of this year for my birthday last year. Also, an update on decluttering for mental health, mental wellness. That's on a standstill in the meantime because it is summertime here in New York. It's very warm in the craft studio area that I share with the living room because I don't have an AC. I still feel motivated to continue, so I will share more on that in the near future. Hello, beautiful souls. I will be sharing some sweet happy mail that I received from Grace, who is Ribbons, Papers, Threads, and Lace on Instagram and on YouTube. And this is coming all the way from Australia. Oh my goodness. This is the card that she made. Very pretty. She added lace. It's stickled. The lace has glitter galore. It's all nice and glittery. She wrote me a poem. It's a beautiful poem. It's called A Little Sack of Happiness. This is a little sack of happiness, comes from far away. A little sack of happiness to spoil you today. This is so sweet. A little sack of happiness to make your spirits bright. A little sack of happiness to create with delight. This little sack of happiness is what I've sent you. Sending this little sack of happiness is to wish you well and joy in all that you do. Peace, good health, and happiness. Grace Valdiva. This is so sweet. One of the first things that I want to share is she embellished her packaging with all these beautiful ribbons. Look at the colors. And it reminds me of one of the Marie Antoinette movies that starred Kristen Dunst with the pretty pastels. And it also reminds me of the digital collection that I created starring Marie Antoinette. It was so gorgeous the way she had put that together. It was also embellished with these pretty, this is like faux vinyl. And it was wrapped around these pretty faux vinyl shapes, the butterfly, the bow, and the heart, and this cutout right here. It was done so beautifully. I couldn't wait, so I ended up opening it up. And I wasn't feeling well earlier today when this first came in. And then it was also attached with these beautiful embellishments. This had a jump ring attached to this. But I took it apart because, of course, I'm going to use it differently. Then it had this beautiful llama. It also had rocking horse attached to it with a jump ring connected to one of these as well. And it also had one of these beautiful owls that it looks like a mother of pearl, but in pink. It's so pretty. So pretty. And then, wait, I'm going to have to save this one for last. But she also had this beauty. Look how pretty this embellishment is. She created a little dress. She knows that I like miniatures. I'm sure she knows that I like miniatures. And that I'm a fashion designer, although I'm no longer practicing, but Hello, look how cute. I need to make some of these. So pretty. Look at this. And then the little ballerina shoes with a crackle bead. But I'm saving one of the best jewelry pieces for last because she gifted me this from her personal collection. It is an Edwardian reproduction of a lavalier pendant with a genuine Edwardian cameo and drop mother of pearl pendant. Isn't that gorgeous? This is real, and so is the mother of pearl. So I am very, very truly touched. Thank you for this, Grace. I don't even have words for that. So this was in the package. This actually came off, but I've been wanting one of these. I've been wanting one of the miniature mannequins. This is probably attributed to the fact that I am a fashion designer. So this was perfect. Perfect, perfect. So thank you so much, love, for that gift to me. So these are beads that have holes in it. Look how pretty these are. And she was very generous in her sharing with me. Very generous. Here's another. These are also glass beads. I prefer glass beads, and she paid attention to when I would share how much I prefer glass beads over acrylic beads. She gifted me a whole bag of crackle beads in the pastel colors. Look how gorgeous. Then there's a bag of this one here. I'll take a few of them out. Look how gorgeous. And there's, I think, 2 of these hearts. Yep, 2 of these hearts. And look how they shine. You cannot, I know that it's not the real thing, like, you know, like the real stones and when they polish it and how beautiful it looks, but this is close enough. Close enough for me. And I love glass because of how much they do shine. This kind of resembles a tulip. And it's all pink. Then there's this bag here that actually has, this is like a trumpet bead. They call these trumpet beads, but it's also a tulip, and it's all glass, pastels, gorgeous. There's one more bag after this one. Oh my God, these are my favorites. These are called lamp work beads. I know these anywhere. There's different kinds of lamp work beads. These are gorgeous. These have texture to it. It's like they just painted it while the glass was still hot in the different colors, and that's why it's textured like that. Like oil paint. And then there's this, and then look at this one. Oh my word. And there's different ones in here, as you can see. Look at this one. This is another lamp work bead because it's textured. These right here remind me of the 1970s. Hold on. These. When they will paint their cars with you know, like the vans with the flowers. That's what this one reminds me of. So pretty, excuse me. Look how gorgeous these are. Oh, I love glass when they shine like that. Gorgeous. Thank you so much, Grace. And then there's this bag, and this is what she had, those pretty ribbons. She had it on this one, and she had them on other packages. And then there's this. You might have to wear sunglasses. So these are super duper shiny. So pretty. These I can take apart and put them in projects. Look at this one, gorgeous. So there's 2 of these. There's 2 of these crowns, of course, fit for a queen. And then this row here, gorgeous. She gifted me this die set with the stamp. Oh, I've been wanting this one. This one I've had in my wish list also, along with the dress form. And she got it, and it comes with the dies. How wonderful is that? She said that this is very popular in her country. I guess a company from her country, because it says AU, Australia. And she said this is like the Cupid dolls, but not. And my 3 granddaughters. Oh my goodness. I'm doing a mini album, color these up and put them in the album with my 3 granddaughters. Gorgeous. And it comes with the die set. How nice is that? She said these are very popular in her country. I appreciate that very much, hun. She also gifted me, these are like vinyl. They have adhesive backing, and there's 3 of them. She also created a bookmark with it. With it. Oh my goodness. Please excuse me. And there's 3 of them in here. Look at all the glitter. And this doesn't come off. It doesn't come off. This is so nice. These are gorgeous. These will make beautiful embellishments. And then there's this one here that has, these are supposed to be like, and this is printed on fabric. All of these are printed on fabric. These are gorgeous, beautiful. This one here and this one here are my favorites. Those two are my favorites. Look how pretty. And my friend Ida would like this one because it's blue. Blue is her favorite color. This is nice. My goodness, thank you so much, Grace. She also gifted me these crochet hooks. I usually use the really skinny crochet hooks for crochet thread because I like things very lacy and dainty. But this will work for blankets, when I do blankets. So I appreciate it, and I love the way this feels. It's not slippery. It actually grips. And I believe these are from Daiso because they came in these packages. This package is filled with the pretty roses, this heart trim, roses in the pastel colors. And this one here, this is nice because, oh, did you see that? I guess I wasn't on camera. The pretty roses and the hearts. This is a trim here. And then this here, I can cut these apart and put them on projects as well. This is very, very, very pretty. Thank you so much for that. And then there are these two. Oh, my word. So I'm going to open this one. We'll do the colorful one for, wow, this is so pretty. This is lovely. This is a trim, a variegated, variegated, I guess, because it changes color. So there's that trim. And then, of course, this one that she wrapped it in. Hello. Wow. Gorgeous. This is gorgeous. I believe I have some of these, but now I have an extra one. So, and then there are these trims. Wow, this is nice. And she was very generous in gifting me this one. This is so pretty. And it's shiny. These are the sequins that are sewn into the tulle. And then look at this one. Yep, Marie Antoinette. Look at the colors from that movie. Gorgeous. And then this one, very generous. She gifted me quite a bit of this beautiful trim. Wow. And then this one here, gorgeous. Oh, this one looks vintage. Is this one vintage, Grace? I'm banking that this is a vintage one, and it's very, very delicate, dainty. And then there's this one here. Beautiful. I love the colors. This one here. And then these appliques. Wow. And then this one here that I can cut apart. The hearts. Very delicate. Yeah. You gave me quite a bit. Quite a bit. So it'll last me a while. And then this beautiful trim. And then this one. This one is beautiful. Gorgeous. I love these kinds of trims. Beautiful. And I can cut them apart and use them as appliques. And then we have this one. This one is the wedding one. I'm going to call this one the wedding because this is the ones that they use for wedding. And this is the one that they do beadwork and sequence work on it. And she gave me a large piece. Oh my word, this thing is long, and it's folded, so it's even bigger than this. So this is a half size, and when I open it, wow. This was very generous of you, my friend. Thank you so much. Look how pretty. I'll just leave it right there because it's so pretty. And then here are these trims. Wow, these are gorgeous. I'm going to have to do special projects and use these trims just on those special projects. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Wow. I have lace, but I don't have these. These are gorgeous. And then this one, these are like my favorite. This is what I'm talking about. These are like for wedding dresses, especially back in the 80s. Remember those wedding dresses back in the 80s? If you were from that time, they were very heavily embellished with this kind of a lace. Wow, look at this one. This one's gold. Gorgeous. Oh, I'm going to have fun with these. And then she gave me these appliques. Beautiful appliques. I have mini versions to these. Wow, I didn't even know they came in that size. And then this beautiful applique here. Beautiful. And this one here. This is another wedding trim. Wow. Gorgeous. And then this one here. So that is it That is my beautiful happy mail. And then I wanted to share the bag that everything came in. Look at the work that she did on this satin pouch with a little bee right there. And it's all glittered. It's all stickled. And this little tiny, tiny seed beads that I believe is sewn on here. You did an amazing job. An amazing job. So I do want to share that I absolutely appreciate it when people when they truly pay attention to how you craft and what you use in materials and colors. And when they listen to what we, to what you share, to what we share in our stories, and they mirror that back to you. That is someone who knows how to open space for you. They know how to connect. Grace, this was a very, very well thought out. And I know that it was very intentional, like you were in my inner world, my thoughts, my heart. For that, I am internally in gratitude. Thank you so much, my friend. I hope everyone has a peaceful day, has a peaceful week. So let's share, be fair, be filled with love, and love one another. Take good care, everybody.